Into the tariff talk, I do want to hear a little bit about what Crash Champions is all about and how you grew to those 650 locations.
Sure. So we're a collision repair company. So we help people in a time of need across the country, as you mentioned. We've grown primarily through acquisitions, started with just one shop, and it's an industry that is consolidating like a lot of service businesses are today. And in reaction to where the industry was headed, wanted to make sure that we kept up with that trend as well.
And then if you bring in tariffs to this discussion, obviously you're growing quickly here, but if imported auto parts are tariffed, I mean, what has that impact been for you? And as you look ahead to that potential 5-year lid here, what does that mean for you personally?
Yeah, it would increase the cost of parts. We're in a fortunate situation where it's a straight pass-through for us. So whatever the list price on parts are, we pass that on directly to the customer or the insurance company. So there's actually a little bit of a probably benefit, as in it's more revenue dollars to the company if the tariffs come. But we're pretty adaptable in that whether the cost of parts goes up or down, we can move with it.
I am curious, though, when we talk about, Matt, just the idea of economic cycles, and you've been around long enough to see a couple of disruptions that we've had in the economy. Does that affect the collision and repair business at all, or is that just one of those sort of, static, consumer staples, if you will, for lack of a better phrase?
It is pretty stable, but there are effects on it. For example, the increased cost and premium that we've seen the last couple years, that's an example of where consumers, if they don't have to make an insurance claim and don't have to fix the car, they're hesitant. And so we do see a reduction in repairable vehicles, for example, when the cost of insurance has gone up so quickly. And then it's also too affected by car prices. So when used car prices go way down, vehicles tend to total out quicker, and so therefore it reduces the number of cars that we're able to repair. So economic cycles do affect us in those type of ways.
I'm curious about just competition and who you consider to be your competition. Are you looking to some of those big national brands, or do you look at more of the local sort of independent type of repair and body shops?
We're the third largest in the country, and so there's not a lot of national companies, just a few of us. So primarily it's still a very fragmented industry, and the majority of the work is still going to independents.
We also, of course, have a big focus on the labor market at this moment in time. We're just having a really interesting conversation with the senior economist over at Indeed. And when you think about the labor market right now, I mean, there's this sense out there, and you can see it in the data when we were still getting that from the government, that things are weakening. You employ over 11,000 employees. Give us your take on, where things are heading here.
Yeah, we're in an industry starved for people, really, because of stereotypes of the past, because of decades of college career paths really being promoted. There's a real need still in our industry, and I think in a lot of skilled trades. And so we're really on a mission to spread the word and attract people to the industry, because it's been a great opportunity. Technicians make, on average, over $100,000. So we think it's a great opportunity that a lot of people don't know about, that we want to make sure people are aware of the industry, the opportunity that it brings, not only from a fixing the cars perspective and starting with that skill, but as the companies like ours grow, it creates all kinds of career paths and opportunity for people. And, we start with apprentice programs, train them from the ground up. 83% of the company is not college educated. So we think it's a great opportunity to let people know about. And I think there's a lot of other trades that are in the same situation.
I am curious, and I mean, that kind of links back, of course, to your own personal story, Matt. And I am just curious, I mean, did your path, your career path, I should say, did it sort of get disrupted because you chose to go down this road? Would it have been somewhere else, or was this always kind of something that you knew, or at least you knew you would somewhere to end up? Maybe not this big, but you knew you were going in this direction.
interesting. So I grew up in a small town and didn't have the economic means, and college wasn't an opportunity for me. I literally fell into the trade by accident because I wrecked my car when I was 16 and needed to fix it, and found somebody in town that I knew that would teach me how to do it. So it was pure by accident how I stumbled into it, actually. But I just happened to be in a situation where college wasn't an opportunity for me, and I believe that still exists for a lot of people today. So it's not like an anti-college message, but if it's not an opportunity for you, sure would love the world to know that there are many other ways to have a great career, make a great living.